violence. Joining us on the broadcast now, we have with us Major Mohammed Ali Shah. Major Shah, May 3rd is when the violence began. Since then, since that very day, there have been over 75 people that have unfortunately lost their lives in this violence. So if this was happening, anywhere in the national capital, we believe it would have been taken a little more seriously. Do you think that is something that has resulted in the violence continuing for almost a month? What do you think is going wrong here, sir?
Pariti, it's a long drawn story and it's a very complex matter and a very sensitive matter about what's happening in Manipur. See, basically, they are different tribes. We have to understand the tribal affinity in Manipur. Like, there are different tribes. There are Nagas of Manipur origin. Then there are Kukis, which are the Manipuri Christians. Then there are Maites, which are the Manipuri Hindus. Then there are Baites, there are Paites. Now, they are different. And Maite, mind you, is not a tribe. It is a community. They are the Manipuri Hindus. Now the Maites said, okay, the Kukis and Nagas enjoy the SC/ST, the tribal status, the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. There was a time, if you remember, earlier, being scheduled caste, scheduled tribe was considered to be, for some people, they would, honestly, there was no requirement, they would take offense to it. Oh, we are not scheduled caste, we are not scheduled tribes. But now it is a matter that they get certain privileges, certain reservations, certain preferences. So they chose. So similarly, Maites, who are the majority in Manipur, said, why should we be deprived of a scheduled tribe status? So they applied. They went to the court. And they were the judge, single member judge, he was from the south. And the ruling was given in their favor. Now the fact is, it remains controversial between the Kukis and the Maites. That because the minority in Manipur, the Kukis, for example, they would not want they would feel that their rights and their privileges would get eaten up into. Whether that is the case or not, we don't know. That's debatable. And Maites thought that no, we also should apply for these rights. Like, I'll give you an example in Nagaland, the neighboring state. Nagaland has got different tribes. There's Aung, Gami, Chang, Chakran, Sema, Lotha, Konyak. Now, each tribe has a sub-tribe, and all of them, 100%, it is Christianity, the religion in Nagaland, and all of them are from the SC/ST. They get reservations, they get preferences. So now the very fact that this has been brewing up for months, actually, what we saw on 3rd May was a result. It didn't happen overnight. There was a lot of planning. There was a lot of, this has been brewing up in their minds. Now, the very fact is, Nagas and Kukis, they used to be bitter enemies of each other at one time. They would torch each other, the villages. There were hundreds of them. With the time when I was there in the Northeast, when I was with the Assam Rifles, I'm talking about way back, almost 20 years back. But now, slowly and gradually, they've buried the hatchets, the Nagas and Kukis, and they are friends now. Now, the very fact remains, I see a risk of the Naga community also. They would go against I hope they do not. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope, because Manipur is a very, very beautiful place. One has to go there to see it, to believe it. And the Manipuris, when I say Manipuris, I don't mean Kukis or Nagas or Maites or Paites. I mean the entire Manipuri people from the state. They are so amazing. They are so hospitable. They are so beautiful. And it's a very sorry state of affairs that they are fighting. If they unite, if they come together, because we all are Indians, and then we are Manipuris or Maharashtrians or Keralites after that. So if they unite as one common people, I can tell you, we have produced the best of sports person from Manipur. Maricom. You name it. We have Miss Chanu, weightlifting, Olympics, what not. We have had the best of people from Manipur, in fact, irrespective of whichever tribe or community in Manipur they come from. Now, since it has been brewing up for so many months and such a long time, and unfortunately, as we report, 75 people so far since the violence began on 3rd of May, 75 people have lost their lives. So unfortunate. Imagine the place over there in Manipur. They've got Loktak Islands, floating islands. Where else can you see a place? And I've seen these Loktak Islands on ground, on a patrol, and from a helicopter as well. It was so beautiful. Now the entire stretch, because it's on a porous, Manipur share the porous border with Burma as well. So now in Burma, there's a place called Tamu, which is on the border, and then there's More, in Manipur side. There's a red and white bridge. I don't know if they've repainted it, but it was red and white in my time. So now the very fact is right from More, where there is a place called More Market, Burma Bazaar it's called. And from there till Technopal, Palil, Kakchin, Sorabasti in Kakchin, Imphal, Thoubal, Mantri Pokri, and thereafter going further on to Senapati and diverging towards Mantri Pokri and towards Churachandpur. That belt and area Jopi and Samtal especially, these are small belts, small hamlets over there in Manipur, I would say. They are so beautiful, but people over there are fighting. And it's really sad state of affairs.
Absolutely.
But I commend, I'll just conclude by, I like to commend our Indian Armed Forces, our Assam Rifles, Lieutenant General Pradeep Nair, who's the DG Assam Rifles. He has taken personal interest. The GOC 3 Corps, the Chief of Staff, 3 Corps, General Sumit Talwar, who is from my regiment incidentally. So the Armed Forces is doing a commendable job in bringing in peace, and I'm sure they will be able to restore this in no time, Paridhi.
Absolutely, Major Shah.